Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the market to see what is happening. A few weeks ago, about 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, people started making so much money from meme token. We saw meme token like PEPE going as high as 20,000%, moving from nothing to over 1.5 billion market cap. Guys, that was really crazy. A lot of people made a lot of money, and I saw a tweet of a guy that turned $27 to over $1 million. And I also heard another story that the guy wasn't able to sell up the token because the people that created paper token blacklisted his wallet. These are some of the things that happens in crypto that you need to pay attention to. And it's very, very important when you are engaging in all of this risky cryptocurrency, most especially investing in a meme token. You need to be very mindful. You always invest the money you can afford to lose. You don't put heavy amount of money in meme tokens because out of 1,000 meme, it's just few of them that will make people money. So a lot of them are going to be a waste. So it is important that you play in with a very small amount of money. Now, today we're looking at the market to see what is happening. We saw Bitcoin, rallying to over 30 something thousand, and we are seeing some retracements. As you can see, the market cap right now is $1,168,000,000,000. You can see we are still in the $1 trillion range. As you can see what is happening. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you, are we still in a bear market or we're in the bull market? A lot of people are saying a lot of things right now because of what is happening to meme tokens and how things are happening so fast. Now, people are thinking if we're already started bull market. In my own opinion, I don't think the bull market has started because understanding the economic calendar, what is happening in the global world, can give you a perspective of what is actually going on, so that you not be trapped in just a bear market rally for the market to keep going down. Because like I said in my previous videos, that market does not go on a straight line, whether going up or going down. It usually prints a lot of waves, like market structure wave, moving higher high if it's going on upward direction, and lower low if it's going on downward direction. The market does not go on a straight line. So in my own opinion, I think we're actually doing a pullback to continue the downtrend, which I'm going to be showing you in today's video. I'm going to be going through the chart to show you what is actually happening and how you can protect your portfolio. If you have made money in these past 5 weeks or 6 weeks that the market has been going up, congratulations. We also need to know, how can I protect this money so that I will not lose it? Very important. So this is the market. As you can see, these are the top 100 crypto. So let's look at PEPE. I think PEPE is now on top 100. I saw it a few days ago. Let me look for PEPE. I think I saw PEPE here, top 100. I'm not seeing it again. Okay, let me just type it. Let me search for it. So this is one of the most talked about cryptocurrency in the past 2-3 weeks. PEPE token, it's kind of like shoot up. It's crazy, guys. And what is actually happening now? I think it went as high as $1.5 billion before going down. Let's see the market cap right now, so we can actually know what is happening. You can see $661 million. As you can see the speed it used to move up. You can see how heavy it is coming down, because there is no utility in all of this crypto. This is just meme token. It's just for fun. So it is very important that you play wisely with this kind of crypto. So I'm going to go through the chart. So I'm going to be doing analysis on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and also show you PEPE. I'm going to do analysis on PEPE because you can actually make quick 50%, 100% from this kind of token. But remember, this is not a financial advice. You have to also do your own research before investing in cryptocurrency. I'm going to be showing you if we are still in the bull market or bear market. So let's get to the chart right now. Okay, welcome back. So this is DXY right now. We need to start with analyzing what is happening in the dollar. I want you to understand something. Whatever that is happening on the dollar has, a positive or negative impact on any of the financial market, whether currency market, the stock market, or the cryptocurrency market. You need to be very mindful of that. Now, what is happening on the dollar is very, very important. Now, as you can see, we rallied massively up. You can see this rally, that was 2022, when the Fed was heavily increasing the interest rate, by 50 basis points in every meeting, because they are trying to fight inflation, because as of that time, inflation was around 9.1. Currently, inflation is sitting at 4.9, which is not still good, because the goal of the Fed is to bring inflation down to 2%. Now, there's a whole lot of things happening. We saw banking crash, so many banks crashed. About 3, 4, 5 banks right now have collapsed because of what? The the interest rate increase by the Fed, because the bond market, they're actually putting customers' funds, doesn't have any return right now, and there's a lot of people trying to take out their money from the bank, and it caused a lot of bank run, and some of these banks are actually collapsing. So this has been affecting the financial market. That is why you see on YouTube everybody talking about recession, inflation. Every is like, this is not the first time you heard it. I believe I'm saying the right thing. So inflation videos or recession videos everywhere. So this is just one of the cause. Because this is the first time in 40 years the Fed have actually increased this interest rate to this point. Currently sitting at 5.25, and their next meeting is coming up in June. Some people are actually deliberating: would they still increase the interest rate, or would they take a pause? Jerome Powell said that they're not going to pivot in this 2023, which will actually, keep the market, the rates at 5.25 to the end of the year. But let's see how it goes. But you need to be very mindful. Whatever is happening in US dollar has a way it affects any kind of market, whether stock market, crypto market, or even the forex market. As you can see a very big retracement right there. So let's go and do some analysis for it to see what is actually happening. So we actually find a base here where the market started pushing back, retracing to this point. This is the recent low. Then this is the previous high. So to my opinion, I think we've actually moved down 50% of this whole range for the market to start moving to the upside. Now, if the market start moving to the upside, definitely Bitcoin will be going down, the stock market will be going down. So many things that is correlating against US dollar will be affected. You need to also put that in the back of your mind. So looking at what is happening technically, this is where we are at the moment. So looking at the range we are currently at in this weekly chart. This is a weekly chart. So this from this high. So this is the first here. This is the previous high. The previous high we created. So this is a recent high and recent low. So looking at what is happening right there, I can see some bullishness. You can see last week the market came down, to that support. You can call it support and resistance, or you can call it liquidity grab, or demand and supply. All of these things are the same thing, but people have to call it different things, which is English language. Anything you call it is the same. So you can see there was actually a liquidity grab on that low, which is the weekly low. So what does that mean? We can actually see the market, attacking this high to be able to either to grab another liquidity to come to the downside, or to break it with a body close to continue a very bullish momentum. So these are the two scenarios of things that can happen. So looking at what is happening here, we are seeing dollar very strong. So let's go to daily to see what is happening on the daily. Exactly what is happening on the daily, as you can see, we just tapped to this low. We're actually attacking a high on the top. As you can see, we're gonna have some retracement. Now remember, like I said, the market does not go on a straight line. Let me show you. The market does not go on a straight line. Now look at what happened here. The market did not tap here and move up immediately. But look at what it did. It pushed up, pushed down, pushed up again, pushed down, then push up. So now it have actually pushed up. What do I expect again? For a retracement to happen, for another push up. So don't expect the market to go on a straight line. You need to bear that in mind. And all of these things are emotional. It's very emotional and psychological. And that is why people lose money in trading. So the same thing happened. You can see how the market was coming down. This was a downtrend, but you can't tell me that it was coming heavily to the downside. For example, you can't look at this previous candle here. You can see this candle here looks as if it was in a straight line. But when it got to this point, you can see some retracement happening in the market, and the market keep going to the downside. Now, the same thing is actually going to be playing out here, as you can see. So for me, I'm actually expecting some bullishness up until this point, which is 105.885, which is going to bring Bitcoin down, if this market started pushing up. Now, I'm going to be expecting some retracement at this point. Let me draw some resistance level at this resistance level, or supply level, or even at this point. These two areas are very important to me, because this is where the market can actually start taking turns. This is where the market can start doing pullbacks at these areas, and when it start doing pullback, and you can start seeing Bitcoin moving up. So it is important that we pay attention to DXY, understand what is actually happening, understand that DXY is still bullish based on what is happening economically. Now let's go to Bitcoin to see what is happening to Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. So I'm going to be analyzing the weekly time frame from weekly to daily to the 4 hours. But this is how I do my trading. I don't go, below 4 hours. I make all the decision in 4 hours, and which give me one of the most high probability trading. That is what I do in my own trading. So I'm going to be showing you what is happening on a weekly time frame right now. Now, looking at the bullishness we have seen, for over 2 months right now, we've been seeing the market. When the market dumped to 15,000, we see it rallied up to 30,000. The question is this: is this the bull market we're waiting for, or is this just another bear market rally? We need to be very mindful of that. The reason why I said this is that when Bitcoin got down to 28,000, everybody was thinking that, oh, the market is going to push up. Yeah, it has gotten to a support. You can see this support. You can see, but look at what happened. The market just spent some time in those it printed some candles in that particular area. Let me show you. Let me make this thing big so you can actually see what I'm showing you. Now look at what happened in that 28,000 region. The market just printed few candles about 1 month, and we'll start seeing the market dumping to the downside. A lot of people have a lot of things to say when the market gets to a particular point. When we start seeing some little push up, we can call it bull market, you can call it anything, but for you to understand what is happening, you need to be mindful of what is happening economically, because while people are still looking at what is happening, people's psychology. For example, if Bitcoin is in a support region, a support and a resistance region, now that doesn't mean it's going to push up, because why? The president of the US can just wake up one day and make a decision, or the Fed can just say something, and the market will keep on going down. Now the question is, why did the market not push up from here, since we have a support? Now, here can be a take profit for people who are selling, but you need to be mindful when you are buying, understanding what is happening. That is why you use risk management, for you not to, try to feel that the markets must push up from here. So the same thing that is what I'm also applying. Looking at where we are, we actually started reacting from this level. This is the last structure that we are seeing on top here. This is the last structure here. You can see how the market was printing the bullishness. Let me show you. You can see, let me get this. This was a high. This was a higher low. This was a higher high. We're actually doing a higher low for us to continue our higher high. This is simple market structure. Now, it is important you know how to take your trades. For example, I know a lot of people were short here. Even me, I was short at this point, but I was able to take my profit when I see that the market, have actually changed direction. So it is very, very important as a trader, unless you're not a trader, but if you are a long-term holder, you don't mind where you buy Bitcoin, you just want to buy Bitcoin right now. Maybe we check it in the next 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. That's fine. You might not bother about what is the current market price, because it can actually affect your psychology. But if you're a trader, just trade with precaution. Very important. Now, let me show you more information here so you can understand what I'm saying. So we can see the market pushing impulsively to the upside. Looking at what I'm seeing here, we are currently here. This is the recent supply level or resistance level where the market can travel to before start going to the downside. But we can see some push down happening. Some people will be like, oh, will the market start going down? Yes, the market might go down, or it can push up before coming down. But let's see what happens. But even if this is actually a weekly time frame, let's go to daily so we can actually see. This is still bullish. We're still in the bullish market. We're not yet in a bearish market at the moment, because right, you can see this push down that happened here was just a week. So we actually grab liquidity or tap into a support area and we'll just bounce off. So now you can see that this week is actually printing down. The market is actually going down. You can see the black candle. But does that mean that it's going to go down? No. You need to understand price action, where the market can potentially turn and where we are at. So let's check uh let's check on the daily to see what is happening in the daily. All right, so this is the daily chart of the Bitcoin. As you can see, looking at what is happening right there, the reason why I now know what is happening is because I've checked the weekly. Now I now know what I'm looking for on the daily. So what I'm looking for on the daily is to see what is actually happening. As you can see, we are still in a bullish market, looking at what is happening. Now, looking at what is happening right there on the bullish market, on this daily, looking at what is happening on this daily time frame, you can see how the market accumulated here and pushed up, then pushed down a little bit and push up, but it didn't create a new high. It pushed down. Now it went back down to where all of those accumulations started. Now you need to understand price action. Now this is the accumulation that launched this movement. The market pushed down and pushed up again, but it didn't create a new high. Then went back down to liquidate that low that all of those accumulation that happened here started. As you can see, we pushed down, that was on Friday last week. Then we push up and we close without a body close. Now, the way we close without a body close still signifies to me that we are still in the bullish market. Now, whatever that is happening here, I know that I'm bullish. Now, if by any chance I'm going to be taking any trade here, I'm going to be putting a buy limit at 26,530 or putting a buy limit at this level, which is 25,816. So the one that is visible that can happen is this 26,530, or I can just do 50% of this week. 50% of this week, I'll just put my entry there for me to be in this trade. So where am I looking for the market to get to? I'm looking for the market to push up and tap into this weekly supply or resistance level. So once the market gets to this weekly resistance level, I'm actually expecting a reaction. This is when I'm started seeing a huge sell happening to Bitcoin. That sell will happen all the way to probably getting to the previous low, which is 15,000, or even go beyond 15,000. So this is the thing you need to be very mindful of. So even if I go to 4 hours, I'm still actually expecting the same thing. All of these things are very clear, as you can see. That is why I told you that I have two levels I'm actually expecting to enter my trades, either to enter at 26,530 or to take 50% of this week and still enter my trades. So even if I'm going to put a stop loss, my stop loss will be below 25,805. So this is very important if you want to engage in this trade. Like I told you, I don't go beyond 4 hour time frame whenever I'm doing my analysis. So I'm still expecting Bitcoin to be bullish up until we get to the price of 32,340. That will be where I will be taking my profit to see what is going to be happening at that price action level. Very important, looking at what is happening on the DXY or what is happening globally. It is very important you put these things into consideration before trading. Now, let's go to Ethereum. Let me show you what is happening in Ethereum. As you can see, Ethereum does not have the same price action like Bitcoin. As you can see right here, Ethereum has actually broken a structure, which is this resistance here, and it break it with a body close, and the market is actually coming down. But what does that mean? Does it mean that we're going to be selling from here? For me, whatever that happens on Bitcoin has a way of reflecting to Ethereum. Right now, I'm not gonna say that we're gonna go straight to the downside, because if Bitcoin is bullish, somehow Ethereum will be bullish, and still when Bitcoin start going down, you see it start moving to the downside. Now, if you look at the next high we're gonna be attacking, that will be the price of 3,500, which is so far. Looking at the price action where we are at, I don't think the market will push this far to get to that price action. Now, I don't think that the market will push to get to this high. But what am I going to do in such kind of scenario? Now, this is what I'm going to do. You can see Ethereum is very bullish. You can see. Now, more unlike Bitcoin, I'm going to be putting a buy limit at this 1,688. So I'm going to go to the daily to confirm all of these structures I just mentioned to see how the market will react to it. So let me go to the daily right now. Ethereum is more clear than Bitcoin. All right, very clear, as you can see. Following market structure, what is happening? This is where the accumulation started before this push. Some people will put buy here, some people put buy here, but you can see, even if you put buy here, this is why I like trading the higher time frame. Why it makes sense to me is right. It makes sense so much to me. So let me just put this thing here. Okay, let's say for example you put a buy limit here. You put a buy limit here. Now, once the market gets here, look at what happened. The market definitely pushed up. In as much as it didn't get to your maybe your desired take profit, maybe you're expecting it to get to this high. But you see what happened? The market pushed up until this supply level here on the daily. You need to understand supply and demand before start coming down. Maybe this thing is as a result of news. All of this, it looks like a Doge candle is a result of news. Now, even if you put your buy limit at the second demand area, which is here, you see the market went there, picked you up and start moving up. Now, as you can see what is happening, you can still hold your trades, understanding what price action is doing, or maybe you can decide to close and choose to buy at this level. But if you buy at the price of 1,688, it is very far. The market might not get there. We just have to understand price action. You just have to follow it as it goes. But let's go to 4 hour to see what is actually happening. You see the way I break the price action down from weekly to daily to 4 hours. So that is how the way I do it to make sure I get the clear direction of the market and where I'm going to be taking my trades. Now, looking at what is happening on 4 hours, if I am on this trade, for example, let me show you something. Let's say, for example, I took a buy at 1,772. Now, I'm going to take my profit. Now, why am I going to take my profit? There's a supply level here, but is a little supply level, which is this level here. This is a supply level because why? I can see a buy and sell candle at the same time. Now, whatever you see a buy and sell candle happening on a higher time frame, there's a high probability chance by 80 to 90% that the market will react at that level. Very important. Now look at what happened. Let me show you clearly. Immediately the market taps into that supply level. You can see the buy and sell candle. Looking at my chart, it is blue and black. You see it happen here. It's very small. You can see the blue one is very small, but we can actually see blue and black candle, which is where buyers and sellers meet. Now, immediately the market got there, you can see it's actually liquidated and closed with a wick, not with a body. If we close with a body, I might be thinking that, oh, we are still bullish. Now, if we close with a body, with a wick, and market start pushing down, it has already given me a sense that the bearish, the market is still very bearish, and I will even take my profit there. For example, even if I'm taking my trades, which is here, sorry, not there. Let me get it from here to this point. That's a whole lot. That's about 3.8%. That's a whole lot on my account. Though I'm not going to have this big stop loss. The stop loss is so huge. I'm not going to be taking, though I don't trade Ethereum that much, but I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. So, in my opinion, Ethereum is still bullish. Now, where am I going to be looking for to take my profit, even if I'm taking long on Ethereum? Let me go back to the daily to show you where I'm going to be taking my profit. Now, even if I'm going to be taking Ethereum, this is where I'm going to be taking my profit. I'm going to be taking my profit at this high, or not this high, at this high on top here, at this high, which is the previous high that was just created, which is 2,141. So this is where I'm going to be taking my profit because of what? The nature of what is happening to Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin turn bearish, definitely Ethereum will go bearish. That is why I'm actually analyzing it this way. So I'm actually done analyzing Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let me show you PEPE. All right, so this is PEPE chart, as you can see right there. PEPE is actually one of the most talked about cryptocurrency right now on Twitter or even any other crypto community out there. So looking at what is happening, you can see the market massively pushed to the upside. This is very huge. The question is, will the market get to this low where I put this before start going up? I don't think so, but there's a chance that can happen as well. But I have two interesting points that I'm going to be looking forward to buy or to buy this particular crypto if I want to get involved in it. Like I said, this is not a financial advice. Understand that a lot of things can change quickly in all these meme token. When you are buying, make sure you have already doing your own due diligence before investing your money in cryptocurrency tokens, most especially meme tokens. So let me go to the 4 hour to see what is actually happening. So on the 4 hour right here, as you can see, I'm not actually going to buy this at the moment because looking at what I'm seeing, I'm not really convinced with what I'm seeing because we just pushed down here, breaking this low, tried to market pushed up, but we didn't break to the upside. You can see we're having some corrective movement. Possibly we can find our way down to this place, or even get to this low before going long. This is just price action. Maybe you have a way of doing things. This is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to be buying that from here or from here, depending. But the most risk free, not risk free, the most conservative one of entry is buying at this last low. But because buying here does not break any structure, there is no structure that, like, this particular push does not break any structure. Like, you can see where it pushed up, it didn't break the structure, it just stopped here and it started correcting down. So you can actually correct back down to this place and push up, or correct back down here, and this is where we can start seeing the market pushing up. So now remember, this thing can push up as long as Bitcoin start pushing up. So if Bitcoin start turning down, honestly, this thing can go down. Like I was trying to show you guys in markets in CoinGecko, about a few weeks ago, PEPE was at top 10, but right now it's no longer at top 10. So for you to see how things can change quickly, so you need to be mindful when investing in your money in such kind of crypto. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. I believe you got value from this video. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the post notification. See you in another video.